Hey everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. So I am coming on today with a empty / what I've been warming type of video. My bit's not super full, but we do have a couple of things launching. I don't know where to put this. I'm on my couch. Happy Super Bowl Sunday if you're into that kind of thing. We are going to the Super Bowl party a little bit later. I mean, we're just like going over to a friend's house to watch it. I don't know that I would call it a party. But we're probably leaving in about an hour. So I figured I'd better get on and do this video because we have some things launching tomorrow that I want to talk about. Also, okay, 2 things launching tomorrow. I was trying to think if I had any other things to say. So we have the Cinderella type, the Cinderella carriage warmer, the big one, and then like the Cinderella mini warmer as well, launching tomorrow, as well as they're bringing back from the vault the bar that goes with it. And then you can already buy the Disney Princess True Love Awaits wax bar, but they're kind of like including that in this collection even though it's already available, and they're also bringing that out in a room spray. So that all launches tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. There will definitely be a queue. I am going to get on right away because I'm super excited about that. I was talking with a customer and whether like it might sell out or not, and I just don't know. Part of me wants to say like they are going to go extremely fast because I feel like it's a really popular item and they've gone really fast in the past when they released it before. But also when they bring back products for a second time, I feel like they last a little bit longer because they've had more time for production, and also some people already own them, so it's not quite the same as a new product launch where they like maybe half the people already own them, so they're not gonna likely purchase it again, is my thought process. And then they kind of know the demand because they've already launched at one time, and so they have more time to make things and they kind of know the demand. So that aspect of it makes me feel like it'll last maybe a little bit longer, but at the same time I feel like this one could go pretty fast. So because all of the Cinderella news coming out, I feel like people may have forgotten about, we also have the All Is Well collection launching at the same time tomorrow. So I did empty all but one of these, as you can see. So I want to talk about these. Let me just talk about them in the order I warmed them maybe. So this All Is Well, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I lost my train of thought there. This All Is Well collection launches tomorrow as well, also at 10 a.m. So I'm assuming they'll add them both to the site. I'm guessing the main page is going to be the Cinderella warmer because I think that's going to be like the focus, and then this might be taking the back seat. But this is a really, really good collection. So I did still want to talk about it, and it also does launch tomorrow. So let's begin. Dang, I should have got the sheet with the notes I had down here, but anyway, we'll just chat. So the first one, I do believe you can buy these individually as well as a bundle. So individually they'll be $6 a piece, or you can buy the whole entire bundle, 5 for $25. So if you're gonna buy all 5 of them, you could do the 5 for $25, making them $5 a piece, or you can bundle these in a 6-pack bundle. Maybe you want 2 of a certain scent or whatever, and then you can still get like the buy 5 get 1 free, and it'll be $30. So here we go. The first one is Vitamin Relax. They're all this like vitamin name with a description. So this one's Vitamin R, which is relax. And I know in my cold sniff video, which was kind of like a half warm review because I had warmed them to make samples, this one, and I know Suzanne said this originally first, but once Suzanne said it, I was like, that's totally accurate. It smells like the Flower Bomb perfume, which I totally agree with, and I do totally love that perfume. However, I put this one in my open concept because it seemed a little bit stronger than some of the others, and I just wanted to kind of test them. And while I don't know if that's the reason I didn't quite love it versus maybe my bedroom, it reminded me so much of the perfume scent that I was like, do I want my house to smell like this? I don't think so. I have another set of these bars, so I may retest this in my bedroom, but I just don't know. It did okay in my open concept. I could definitely smell it. I have 4 warmers throughout my open concept, and generally these, I've changed my setup around quite a few times, honestly, I won't lie. I move warmers all the time, but the way I have them set now, I feel like I get pretty consistent performance. And so generally, like, if I don't get performance, it's because either the bar is too weak or whatever. This one, while it wasn't like the strongest ever, it did okay. It was definitely noticeable. I turned on like one of the 4 warmers at one point. I don't know if it was for a morning or just like before, but it was the only one on for a little bit, and I could definitely still smell it even though the one warmer was going. So it was a pretty good performer in that case. I feel like it would definitely do a lot better in a smaller room just because it did fairly well in my open concept. So, but the perfume aspect for me was just not off-putting necessarily, but I just don't know that I want my house to smell like perfume, and that's why I may retest it in the bedroom. Next, I also did this one in my open concept. So this is Vitamin Unwind, and this one, it's really, really pretty. This is, not that this one seemed like the most strong, also, like the second strongest, but some of the others I was like, I feel like these will definitely be weird if I do them in my open concept, so I stuck with this one. I think the notes on this one are like apple blossom, sandalwood, something else. It's definitely like a very sweet, perfumey fruit type scent. I think I have some weird comments about some of the other ones. I think this one is maybe my favorite. I liked another one a lot, but I'll talk about that then. So I have some weird thoughts about this collection because like the ones I really liked, I feel like I had kind of a weird reaction to. And so I'm like, do I buy more of those? Because, you know, I don't know. So this one I think I enjoyed the most without having a reaction to it. I'll get to that in a sec. I'm sorry I'm being so cryptic. This one's really nice. So it's definitely like a sweet fruit. It's definitely, I don't know that I would say it's relaxing, but it's just a very nice, pretty scent for the home. It's not like overly perfumey or specifically fruit-based or any of that type of stuff. So the next one I did in the bedroom was Vitamin Meditate. And this one actually, I think this one was my favorite scent appeal-wise. Like, I think I enjoyed the scent while I was going the most. However, I legit kept sneezing. Like, the whole time it was going, I only did it for one, like, evening session in our master bath and master bedroom, and I just kept sneezing. I don't know why. And I feel like it smells a little bit better than it does in the clam. It really just smelled like a nice, soothing lavender, but I feel like you necessarily wouldn't pinpoint that it was lavender. I think I knew that it was lavender, and that's what made me think of it, but it was just a very, like, soothing type of scent. But like I said, I kept sneezing, and I think it was kind of just, I don't know if that was a fluke that I was doing that. We've been having a little bit of issues with our sinuses and like humidity levels in the house. We've just having a little bit of problems with that. So that could be part of it, but I don't know. It was just interesting because like as soon as I put the scent in, I feel like that started happening, and it could not be related, but it could be. So I don't know. So I think that one was my favorite, but because I had that reaction, I think I was like, do I buy more of this or not? Also, I feel like that one is mostly pretty much bedroom specific. The next one was Vitamin Soothe. And this one, in the clam, it smells kind of like sea water type and rocky, like kind of how sand swept smells. But in the air, when it was melting, it smelled really good. This one was fairly strong. I didn't have bad performance from any of them by any means. They were all like pretty dang, like at least medium, if not higher, which is impressive because I feel like this is similar to the Sleep Happy collection, and those were all pretty much light to maybe medium, unless you let them sit and cure. So this one, I really liked it when it was going. It was honestly just like a very fresh type of scent. But I feel like I had the same exact thing happen with the Vitamin M. I just kept getting like a weird sneezing type reaction to it. So I really liked both of them. I would probably say if I was going to repurchase 3, I would probably repurchase these 3. This one I had no reaction to. Don't know if it was because it was in my open concept, but these 2 in the bedroom, I kind of had a weird like sneezing deal. And then this is the only one that I didn't finish. It's Vitamin I, which stands for Inhale. So this one is more of a green type fresh scent. I definitely get the like, not tree green, but like planty type green, if you know what I'm saying. It's like not earthy, but like plant type green. Kind of in the way, not quite grass, but I feel like you know what I mean by green. It's definitely giving me those types of vibes. I had heard in other people's reviews that this one was like strong. So I first was doing laundry. So I was like, okay, I'm going to start by putting this in the laundry room while I do laundry. Just like to kind of test it before I put it in the bedroom, because I had 4 cubes and I was like, okay, I can do 3 in the bedroom because I don't want to do all 4 in there if it's really strong, and then 1 in the laundry room. So I did 1 in the laundry room. And it was so strong. It was like coming out of the laundry room with the door closed pretty much all the way. And I was like, wow, it's doing so well. It's like completely coming out of the laundry room and everything. And then while that was doing really well, I was like, okay, maybe I'll just put like 1 in the bedroom to see how it does. So I ended up using 2 of the cubes. All of these, I had 4 cubes left to use. So that was also doing really well, and it was really strong. However, we were about to like leave for the evening. It was maybe like 7 o'clock or 6:30. So it was probably going for a couple hours in the bedroom. And Corey walked in and was like, what is going in here? Like, what smells? And I was like, oh, I'll turn it off. Obviously, we're about to leave anyway, but I'll turn it off. And so I didn't end up turning it back on, but I have 2 cubes left. I'll maybe use them in the laundry room because he didn't say anything about it going in there. And I left that on, like it was on the whole time we were gone. And so, it, you know, you could smell it when we came back, etc. But he mentioned about it in the bedroom. So I don't know if it was just, I don't know. I don't know if it was a combination of like other things that were smelling in the bedroom and this scent. Because I feel like sometimes that is a factor. Like, you know, maybe you have just the smells of your house. Like, they work differently in different areas. So the fact that I was doing laundry, it could have maybe smelled fresher mixed with this because of the fresh laundry versus the bedroom. I'm not sure. But I do have 2 cubes left of this. This was a no-go for Corey. So since I live with him, and we share the bedroom, that might not be so hot there. Okay, let's see what else I have for Scentsy stuff. So I have just 1 pod pack in Arctic Kiss, and then I also did a bar of Arctic Kiss, and I worked on a cube of my brick in Arctic Kiss. This is getting like so yellow. This is from last year, I guess. So it's from 11 of 2020. That's kind of a while ago. So I had to use that one up, and then I put the pods in. These pods are discontinued because Arctic Kiss is discontinued. And while I have the bar in my club, it's not always get my pods. So that was the only set of pods I had. The pods are doing really well. I love that scent. It's so strong. Okay. Speaking of I said Sleep Happy collection. It was called the Catching Z's collection. I finished a bar of Lights Out. I used this one up at work. In the clam, it smells like it's always smelled, which is kind of like a vanilla sandalwood type of scent. However, the last few times I've been warming it at work, it's one of the ones I like to warm at work because it's very subtle, in my opinion. It's not overly like fruity, spicy, too bakery, like those types of things. It's kind of just like a fresh, middle of the road type of scent. And it's not super strong, so I feel like it's a good contender for work. So I like doing this one there. However, it's from May, if you can tell. The last time, I mean, I generally just do a cube at a time at work, but when I did this at work, it transformed from what I feel like it smells like in the clam. It almost took on some bakery components, which I really ended up enjoying. So I left this in my club. I was considering taking it out, and I actually left it in for another round just because I really liked what it ended up doing there. And we'll see if the next bar smells that same way, because if it does, I could see myself hanging on to it because I did really enjoy that. So, okay. Next, let's talk about some other new releases. So this was part of the Valentine's Day collection. It's called It's Love. So this one is, it reminds me of something I can't put my fingers on. Like, it's a really fruity berry and really sweet berry. Like sugary sweet. It's so hard with the wax not being in here. But it reminds me of like maybe a candy or the way something smelled when I was like younger in maybe like elementary type school, something like that. I could see how this would be really nice in the like more body care line that they brought it out in for Valentine's Day. But the bar itself, I kind of the same situation with the other perfumey scents. I just like wasn't vibing with it a ton because of how almost perfumey it was. It was decent, it just wasn't a love. Okay, these are new releases from the catalog for spring summer. So the first one is White Amber Antique, and this literally is just like a kind of generic man scent. It kind of like gives you, you know, those, I don't know, it kind of smells the same as all the other ones, to be honest. Like, they're not all that different. This one is maybe a little lighter in the, not in the strength, but in the intensity. Like, it's not like you walk past a man who sprayed a ton of cologne on. It's like, you know, maybe they did 2 spritz. It's just like less intense, but it's still very strong. I did this one in the bedroom and bathroom. I don't know that I'm obsessed with it. However, I've really been, I haven't burned it, but on cold, I've really been liking the Bath & Body Works mahogany vanilla type of scent, which is like their mahogany teak wood mixed with a more like vanilla. And so I could see myself maybe trying to use a bar of this mixed with maybe like a Simply Vanilla or something along those lines to kind of recreate that scent. This is kind of my thought process when I picked up those candles. Well, I was like, I might try to do something with that. And then I also yesterday warmed Clementine Cupcake. And this one I feel like kind of already saved the clam, and it's like a brand new scent. So I feel like I gave this one a really hard time in my first sniffs video, because in the clam, to me, it smells so citrusy compared to Cutie Pie Cupcake, which I ended up taking out of my club because it is coming back in the summer Bring Back My Bar. So I don't have any more bars of that one, but I feel like I'm okay with that because it's coming later this summer, and I could use the space in my club anyway. So compared to that one, which is like very cake forward to me with the citrus on the back end, this one, when I smell it on cold, it is so like bitingly lemon citrus forward. Like, I really smell like it's the first thing and only thing I smell. Like, the bakery is so far in the background on gold for me. Warming, though, it was really strong and really pretty. So I know Patricia Gates in a recent video mentioned, or maybe like either in a video or some type of comment or something, that Clementine Cupcake was kind of like the rainy day citrus bakery type scent. And then maybe Cutie Pie Cupcake was like the sunny day citrus bakery type scent. So yesterday, is that when I did it? Just yesterday? I think so. It was kind of like cloudy, snowy here. So I was like, ooh, I'm going to do this like Clementine Cupcake for my rainy day type of bakery scent. And it was really, really nice. I actually really enjoyed it. I do think a lot of that citrus came through, but I think the cake note came so much more alive when it was actually warming. And I kind of just like during the day yesterday was like, okay, I'm eating my words. Like, I feel like I was kind of rude to it during my first sniffs video because I was like, it's way too citrusy. Who would like this? Who's going to buy this? But it actually is better on warm. I'll be curious though, which I prefer to Cutie Pie Cupcake, because they're definitely not the same to me, which I kind of thought they would be pretty similar. But why they share qualities, they're not the same. That's for sure. Okay, this is the last Scentsy empty I have, and it's the Cloudberry Dreams washer whiffs. So these are really nice. I don't really like Cloudberry Dreams at all in any other products. Mostly like home fragrance wise. I don't know about cleaning, or it's got to be in body, right? But like the pods and the wax doesn't quite do it for me. I thought it would maybe say the scent on here, like the notes. I'm pretty sure it has rose, but I think it has maybe like cranberry or some other type of fruit. These could maybe be like peaches or something. Maybe raspberries here. So nice of them to give us these hints. These look like flowers. I think there's rose in here, I'm pretty sure. And then maybe like a vanilla. And this, though, in the laundry is so much better than in the wax. I ended up sending out some samples of this because I think once people realize it's not as intense, I guess, as in the wax, like I feel like in the wax, the rose completely takes over. This takes it over in the best type of way. Like, I feel like my clothes don't come out smelling floral. It's a very nice mixture of the fruit and the floral. So I've been sending out samples of these because, and a couple samples came, I think, in this month's whiff box. It's definitely one worth trying because I think it will surprise a lot of people. I think they'll really end up liking it once they try it in the laundry, but they might be too scared to because of how the wax smells. So speaking of Bath & Body Works, a bit ago, I finished up this candle in Paris Cafe. So this is a coffee scented candle. It's rich roasted coffee, sugared brioche vanilla cream. That's it. Only those two notes. And this is really good. It kind of started, I feel like it's so hard to tell on this packaging, but here it is. Yeah, it's really hard to tell. So it's got like brown wax here. Same color as the jar. And when it's liquefied, it's so dark. It's really hard to see actually. This candle was a phenomenal burner. It's probably the best burning candle I've had from Bath & Body Works since at least maybe like 2020. What was the date even on it? It could be from that long ago. I mean, it was poured in 2020. So, it was an older one, I guess, from my collection, but it was really good burner. I trimmed the wicks maybe like after the first time I burned it. If they were like a little long or mushroomy, I think I trimmed them maybe once or twice, and then I never trimmed them again. They were really, really good. They got to the point though where they were getting really tiny. I don't know if you can tell how short they are, but they're really tiny. So after one of the burns, I actually cotton balled it. So I never do this with my candles, but I was like, it's doing so good. I should do that. Just because I was like, I kind of want to burn this all the way down. Like, I feel like I could do it. And also because it's a coffee scented candle, I'm like, I don't really want to like put it in my candle crock for like an all day weekend melt, because at like 6 p.m. I don't really want to be smelling coffee, you know? Some people do, but like I personally don't. So I cotton balled it, and basically, if you don't know what that means, when the wax is liquefied but you've like extinguished it, I just like dipped a cotton ball. I did 2. So I dipped a cotton ball in and like let it soak up some of the wax and then discarded it. So I did 2 of those. And what that does is basically lower the wax level in the candle, but obviously like the wick stayed the same. So it gives you a little bit more wick length. And you could do however many you want. Like if you feel like 1 cotton ball's enough, great. If you need to do more, you can. I know some people like pour off as well. I just felt like doing the cotton ball was probably the easiest and least messy way to do it. And then after I did that, the next time I lit it up, which was like probably 1 or 2 times before this status right now. I don't know if you can actually tell, but right back here, it got like a big, it looks to be soot, and it's not necessarily by the wick, like it's kind of off to the side, but I don't know if I did the 2 cotton balls and then the wicks got a little bit too much, and so they got a little bit too hot, because it was the time after I did that, when I lit it back up, I noticed that that had happened. So it was a really good burner, but then that kind of happened, and then I feel like the wicks kind of died out on me again. So I was like, you know what, like I'll go as low as I can, but then that's it for that one. So but I was nervous it was going to be a little bit too strong, because it's a very strong like scented candle, but it was actually really nice. Sorry. And it was kind of like almost more chocolatey than coffee. I don't know if that's because I let it sit for so long, but that was my thought on that one. And then this one I was burning. This is from Aldi. It is the brand's Huntington Home, but this is Cedar Leaf and Wood Smoke, and it's Garden of the Gods, Colorado is like what it's inspired by. But the scent is Cedar Leaf and Wood Smoke. And so this was a very interesting jar design. I put it in the crock so the wicks are kind of out of place, but I burned it down maybe a little over halfway, I would say. It's not totally straight up. It kind of like caves in like this, which I think helped it burn fairly hot in my opinion. But once it got to this level, every time I would light it, as soon as the pool was all the way even across from like side to side, it was also almost all the way to the bottom. Like I could see the wick clips, and that's a lot of wax. Like it was making me nervous how deep the pool got, but also it was like, you know, just getting to the edge on like all sides, but in the middle it was completely to the bottom. Like I could see where they had placed the wick clips and like glued them down, but it wasn't completely pooled like on the sides. It was specifically like in the middle of the candle all the way to the bottom. It was very interesting, but it was making me a little bit nervous because it was happening so fast after I had been lighting the candle, and while I felt like there was a lot left, it just made me nervous that the whole entire candle was going to get liquefied and then be sitting on my counter. I just like didn't want that. So I ended up just putting the rest of it in the crock. In the crock, it was a lot more smoky. While it was burning, like in the bedroom or the bathroom, I got a lot more of the cedar. So I did enjoy it burning more than when it was melting. And then I also finished up a pumpkin snickerdoodle from Bath & Body Works. This was really good. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm telling you guys, we've been having such a hard time with our sinuses. Like I feel like they're going absolutely crazy. It's so dry here in the Midwest. Like earlier today, that the humidity in our house was like 10%. And so I've been trying to look for a decent humidifier online. So if you have any recommendations, let me know, because it's not good. It's not good. And so we get all super dry and crusty, and then I run the humidifier and it all like loosens up. It's a bad deal. So let me talk about some clams. This one was so good. This was the Melted Mousse Resting Grinch Face, and I popped this in my warmer because this is a coffee scent. So it's pistachio cupcakes, vanilla latte, and fluffy marshmallow. Oh, it's so good. I pop this in my morning like coffee, where I do the coffee sets in the morning in that warmer, because I had a loaf that I wanted to do, but I hadn't chopped it yet. So I was like, I need something quick and easy. And I just like literally popped this whole thing in there. It was amazing. I have a souffle in this. It's so good. It's exactly what it says. Pistachio cupcakes, vanilla latte, and fluffy marshmallow. It was awesome. I typically mix in like other vanilla bakery based scents with my coffee because I don't like straight up coffee. But this one already had that all done for me. I let that go for like 2 mornings because I enjoyed it so much. I'm so glad I have a souffle in that. I know the Melted Mousse just opened for a spring or like release, I think. So check that out if you're into the Melted Mousse. I have no idea what kind of stock or if any stock is left, but I know I saw something about that. Then I did Sensational's Coral Shores. This one was really good. It was just a really nice fruity scent, but beachy in the way that it was almost sunscreen, but mostly fruit. It was just really, really pretty. I did this one in like my office upstairs, the upstairs kind of landing area, and in the upstairs bathroom, and it was really good. This one I did in the upstairs bathroom and the upstairs landing, and I used it up because Corey wasn't using it up, but I can't stand it. It's Sensational's Passion Fruit Banana. It's so heavy on the passion fruit. It's so bitter. It's so bitter. Ugh, no. I just used it there, honestly, to use it up. Okay, and then I finished this loaf in L3 Waxy Wonders Dirty Little Secret Coffee Beans. So this was a coffee loaf. I've been trying to work through my coffee scents, and so I've been doing really good about warming them every single morning. And so right now I'm working on a different loaf from L3 that's in a coffee scent. And then I finished Rose Girls Dunk My Donut. This is sweet buttery glazed cinnamon donuts. This is a really good vanilla bakery cinnamon type of scent. And I was mixing this with my coffee blends as well. And then I finished up this last little sampler from the Clothes on the Line sampler from Rose Girls. It's the Olive Branch and Clothesline. And this one was pretty good and pretty fresh, actually. Yeah, this one was actually pretty good, but this was the last one I had from that sampler, so I just, do I have one more? I think that was the last one I had, so I just popped it in quick. So that is everything. I apologize. I feel like I talked way longer than I needed to in this video for the amount of empties that I had, but I just wanted to get on and share my thoughts for the things that we're launching tomorrow, because I just wanted to get it out before they launch. So not sure when I will do my next empties. I was trying to do them on Fridays, but with how busy and chaotic things have been, I was like, I need to stop putting so much pressure on myself to do them on Fridays, and I just need to do them when I'm available to do them. And I totally think you guys understand that. And I don't feel like doing them every Friday versus when I'm available to it's not like it's that big of a difference. Like, I like the theme Fragrance Friday, but if doing them on Thursday nights is just not going to happen for me, I need to face the facts, you know? So thank you guys for being so flexible. I apologize that I really like doing those on that day, but I just don't know if it's going to work. We'll see how like my work schedule and stuff filters out in the future, but things have just been really busy right now. So thank you guys so much for watching and sticking around, hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I think some of my recent videos, the comments have been disabled. I don't know why that's been happening, but I've been trying to turn them back on. So thanks to those of you who have been letting me know. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.